First question, can you please explain the meaning of Namo Amituofo and also the idea behind the circumambulation? Namo is a Sanskrit word. Sanskrit is a classical Indian language spoken at the time of the Buddha. Still, there's such a language in India now. It's a classical royal language. They're still teaching it in India. Some people still speak Sanskrit in India. Namo means to take refuge under, to pay the highest homage to, the most venerable, the most respectful. You pay the highest respect, so that is Namo. Namo means pay the highest respect. It also means taking protection under. You're seeking protection under Namo. It's a very humble word. If you are greeting any Indian fellows, your colleagues or friends, if you say Namaste, Namaste. Namaste is a greeting word in India. It also developed into the word, a common household word of greeting is Namaste. So whenever you see some India people from India, if you say Namaste, they would at the same time put the palms together and say Namaste. It's just like if you go to Thailand, Thai people are especially very polite in their language. And they always say, Sawadee krab, Sawadee ka, Sawadee, Sawadee krab. Sawadee is hello. Sabadi, Sabadi krab. Sabadi is how are you? They always put the word krab for male, for the men, and they always say ka for the women. So there's Sawadee ka is for Thai, for women. Women will always say ka. And Sawadee krab is for men. They always add a very polite, resonant sound at the end. So that becomes a household word. We're not talking about language, but since you asked that question about Namo, that's what it is. Amitofo, for is actually Buddha. Namo Amitofo is in the Chinese language. If we speak it in the Sanskrit language, it is Namo Amitabha. It's different. When the Chinese translated Namo Amitabha 1,600 years ago, 800 years ago, they don't translate the ba as ba, they translate the ba as for. For is a newly created word meaning enlightenment, enlightened being. The being who woke up from his dream. We all are in our dreams now. Don't you believe that we are all in a dream? Have you ever heard of a household word, life is but a dream? Don't you think life is a dream? Of course you don't think so. You're looking for the big house, beautiful, you're looking for a beautiful girlfriend as your wife, you're a handsome, rich boyfriend as your husband, you're always looking for a good job, you're always looking for sensual pleasures, you're looking for money, you're looking for reputation and fame. That's what we're looking for, that's what you are looking for. That's our problem. Hate to point that out to you. You may criticize me for saying so. But there's a lot more to know about this. The enlightened being of immeasurable light. We pay the highest respect to the enlightened being, the Buddha, and this Buddha has immeasurable, boundless light shining on the whole world. That's what it is. Second, also the idea for circumambulation. Circumambulation is a form of walking meditation. Meditation is not just sitting. Meditation is not just sitting. Meditation is walking, reclining. Every moment is meditation. Not just walking, not just sitting, not just lying, reclining. Every moment, every thought should be a meditation. But what are we doing now? Every thought is not what it should be in meditation. Every thought is what? Greediness, hatred, jealousy, depression, you name it. That's every thought that we have. Not thought of purity, not thought of meditation, not thought of samadhi, vipassana. Every thought is tainted. Every thought is polluted. That's what we are. That's why we reincarnate. I've come across another question is, why do I have to walk in a circle? Why not in a rectangle? A rectangle is easier to remember. I'm not going to answer that because it takes too long. Next question. An interesting experience I had during meditation class, my mind ran wildly like an unleashed horse. Do you mean that you're thinking about your mind wanders in everywhere? Your mind is thinking of something else? Your mind is thinking of many, many, many other things. You cannot stop, right? That's what you mean? Well, that means your mind hasn't been stopping. Your mind has been thinking of many other things. Then you already are not within our instructions. Remember Lee said, every thought should be on the breath in and out. Anapana, anapana, anasati, panasati, anapana. Every thought should not be like a galloping animal. Every thought should stay in here. And you are not. So you're not doing it right. You're not doing it right. You've done it wrong. Second, later on, my body starts to move along with my breathing. Well, that is the chi in you that gets working. It's a kind of moving energy that drives on the fluidity, that drives on the oscillation of your body movement. What pushes your breath? What pushes your blood? What pushes your liquid that goes around? There's a chi inside that pushes it, a latent chi inside that pushes it. The chi requires a lot of strength to push it. You'll notice it. When you are at ease and in quietude, you'll notice it more. It's just like when you listen to so many things, you don't know where to lend your ears to. There's so many distractions. When you do not have any distractions and you sit down, you start to notice, oh, John is speaking, Jeanette is speaking. You notice more when you're in quietude. You notice the moving when you're in meditation because you calm down, because you're more sensitive. You know yourself more. Imagine a gutter. You have a septic tank and you have a gutter. You have a pipe that leads to the septic tank and you have this toilet. And you continuously put dirt inside a toilet and you don't clean up your septic tank. You don't clean up your gutter. And it's a long gutter. It goes all the way to the field. You don't clear it. And now you're sitting on it and you flush the toilet. The pipe starts to move because it got clogged up in there. That's the phenomena that we have. You got clogged up in your movement. You don't realize it until you know about it. Poor guy. I try to focus, but my mind won't cooperate. How you do this? How do I know? It's your mind, not mine. If it is my mind, I'll tell your mind to do the same thing. If it is your mind, if I can order your mind, that will be fine. But I cannot. It's your mind. How do I know? Because your mind don't cooperate. If you yourself cannot tell your own mind to cooperate, you mean I can tell your mind to cooperate? No way. You have to learn how to cooperate with your own mind. Poor. You only started now. It's not too late. It's never too late to mend. You don't waste any more time.